Sitting up nice and tall. Long through the spine. Legs are crossed, shoulders are back. Nice, easy breaths here. And just start connecting, breathing. I'm gonna check one thing here. You guys are doing good. Good. So what I want you to think about is a big, deep inhale in through the nose. Let it come back down the throat, filling up the lungs. Exhale. Last candle on the birthday cake type of exhale. Big inhale, we're going to roll the shoulders forward. Exhale, pull them back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Take two more on your own count. We're just loosening up the thoracic spine, the upper half of the back there. Good. From this position here, on your next inhale, I want you to reach both arms up. Exhale, drop them down to the right side, hands coming down just to support, gazing over that right shoulder. We're gonna hold here for a few breaths. Okay, next big inhale, arms up overhead, right at the center, looking up to those hands, palms facing each other. Exhale down to the left side. Good. So if anybody slept weird or was having just a week at the desk, this is gonna feel really good. Good, big inhale, arms up overhead, big reach. Exhale down to the right one more time. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down to the left. Good. Inhale those arms up one more time. And exhale, drop them down to your sides. From here, I'm gonna have you bring the bottoms of your feet together. We're uncrossing the legs, knees coming down to the ground just as far as you can. Now, if your knees are up here, that is just fine. We're gonna sit up nice and tall here for a second. Trying to relax the quads. Let the knees just fall. Good. Good. I want you to inhale, lifting up through the rib cage, and exhale forward. just as far as you can go. And remember, this isn't about pulling your forehead down to the floor. It's about lifting up through the chest and coming down with that bend at the hips. You're gonna feel this at the inner thigh pretty strongly, going just as far as you can. Good. On your next exhale, come back up to that good neutral spine. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see, but you can stay right at the top of your mat here. What I'm gonna ask you to do is something called a fire log. So right now, bottom of the feet are together. I'm gonna shift that left leg under as if I was crossing my legs, but then the right foot is gonna come on top of the left thigh. Okay, so they're stacked, one right on top of the other. And breathe. And again, we're just relaxing into this. Now, what you might find is this knee is way up here. This can be a lot to ask of the hips. If that's the case and you have a block close by, you want to set that underneath the leg for some extra support, feel free. Nice job. Good. Maintaining those big circular breaths here. Good. Okay, letting that right foot come down. We're going to switch sides. So right leg is on the bottom now, left foot is going to come up on top. And again, remember, you can always put a block here. If you don't have a block, and this is a trick I learned from Linda, if you have a large book, you can put that underneath there. That will support you as well. And breathe. If you have kind of tight hips anyway, this might feel like a lot of work, and it's going to make you question some things about yourself because it feels like I'm just sitting here. Why is this so much? There's a lot happening in their joints are complicated creatures, so we got to take good care of them. Good. Good, good. From here, we're gonna unstack those logs, legs out in front. Sitting up tall, it's called a staff pose. Just hold here for a second. Good, legs as straight as you can get them. Good, inhale, lifting up, exhale forward for that toe touch. Make sure you can still breathe. If you're trying to stretch to a point where it makes you hold your breath, you're going just a little too far. Good. On your next exhale, come on up. From here, I'm going to have you stand up, meet me at the top of your mat. I'm going to add a little more movement here. Nice and easy. Oh yeah, feels much better, right? Okay, big inhale, arms up, looking up at the thumbs. Exhale, dropping down. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, down to the side. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. We're gonna do two more here. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And on this next exhale, dropping down. Swan dive all the way to the floor. As far as you can go. If ever you can't quite reach the ground, feel free to rest hands on the shins or the thigh. Just take care to avoid the knee. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come down, step the right foot back. Left foot will come down to meet it. Bending down into chaturanga. Now from here, you can also drop to the knees, chin, chest, and pull through for that upward dog. Good, keeping shoulders packed. Big inhale here. Exhale, turn the toes over, hips to the sky, pressing back for your first downward dog of the day. Go ahead and pedal out the feet, walk that dog. Now from here, I'm gonna have you come up onto the ball of your feet, bend the knees just a little bit, and then tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe all the way to the front of your mat. Good, nice job, yogis. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Hands overhead. Good, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. I know, we're picking up the pace a little bit. You got it. Exhale, fold. This time your left foot is gonna step back. Right foot meets it. Keeping elbows in tight. Pulling through to your upward dog. Good. On your next exhale, turn those toes over, hips to the sky, dropping the heels back. Breathe. And if your heels don't hit the ground yet, don't worry about it. Mine aren't there yet either. But by the end of class, they might be. You never know. Good. Coming up onto the ball of your feet. Slight bend in the knees. Tiptoe up to the top of the mat. We're going to go through that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, swan dive down. Stepping back. Both feet meet, and up to you, whether you're going knees, chin, chest, or pulling right through to chaturanga into your upward dog. Exhale, turn those toes over, getting into your downward dog. Good. Now from here, we're gonna do this just a little bit differently. I'm still gonna have you start to shift your weight forward, but from here, shoulders are right over the hands, knees come down into a nice tabletop position, okay? So we got a good flat back, hip is right over the knee, shoulders right over the hand, weight is equally distributed. So from here, we're gonna do just a couple cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, pull it in tight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, around the back. Inhale, drop the belly down. Exhale, pull the navel in tight to the spine. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, pull it in tight. Good. From here, go ahead, cross those big toes, widen out the knees, press back. We're gonna hit our first child's pose of the day. Oh, yes. Breathe. Let the hips fall back to the heels. Get those hands planted. Start to shift your weight forward, coming back to that tabletop position. Knees are just going to be about hip width apart. And from here, left hand is going to reach up and over, and you're going to thread it underneath the right arm and drop down. Good. On your next inhale, you're going to roll off that side, coming back to your tabletop position. Right arm is going to reach up and over, and down and through underneath the left. Good. Slowly rolling off that side, coming back to your tabletop position. From here, we're going to do a few bird dogs. So left leg is going to extend. Point the toes. Right hand will come out like you're trying to shake someone's hand. Turn to the side. Hold here for just a second. Good. Dropping that right side down. Extending the right leg. Left hand comes out. A little bit on that balance here. Good. Hang in there. You got it. Good. Dropping that side down. Now from here, this time we're going to take that right hand out, left leg extend, and then pull the knee and elbow in tight towards each other. For 1, extend, pull it in tight. 2, extend. 3, 4, 5. Good. Then safely setting that down, getting back to that tabletop position. You can shake out the hips here if you need it. Other side, right leg extends, left hand comes out. We're gonna do 5 on this side as well. Pull it in tight. For 1, extend. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pull it in. Moving back to that tabletop position. Nice job. From here, I'm gonna have you go ahead and press back. We'll get that next child's pose. Widen out the knees, hips back to the heels. Oh yes, good work. Go ahead, start to shift your weight forward. Back to that neutral position here. And from here, right hand and right leg are gonna stay on the ground. I'm gonna ask you to rotate your hips open for a kneeling half moon. So from here, leg is gonna come up, and left hand is gonna come up. Now you might find this is a bit much. If that's the case, go ahead and drop the foot. Okay, but if you can keep it up, go for it. And hold. Good, safely dropping that hand down, bring the leg back. Good work, go ahead, shake that out. And from here, same thing, left hand is gonna stay down, left leg stays down, right leg comes up, rotating the hip open, right hand sweeps up and over. You might find one side is a little better at this than the other. That's okay. That's why we do them both. Go ahead, drop that right arm down. Right leg comes back, press back for that child's pose. Start shifting your weight forward, turn the toes over, pressing through the palms, hips back to the sky, getting your downward dog. I showed you before how to tiptoe to the front of your mat. If you're feeling good and want to hop up there, you can do that as well from here. Same thing, you're just going to load the legs, hop up, nice and easy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Exhale, fold. That left leg step back. Right leg meets it. Go ahead and flow at whatever pace is working for you, dropping down. Pull through. Meet me in a downward dog. Now from here, I am going to ask you to do a 3-leg down dog. If that does not work for your body right now, just stay in the standard down dog and I'll pick you up with the lunge, okay? So right leg is going to come up, opening up the hip, pointing the toes to the left side. Good. Rolling back to that neutral position. Take that knee towards your nose, pull it through, stepping in to that high lunge, arms up overhead. Heel is off the ground on purpose. Knee right over the ankle. Good. Good. This should feel really good on your hip flexors. Dropping down. Good. Now from here, I'm going to turn towards you, straightening out the knees, arms out to the side. This is called a 5-pointed star. So we're taking a good wide stance here. Good. Using the length of your mat. If your arms are getting a little spicy, I hear you. It's okay, shake them out. Good. Now from here, take that stance in a little bit. I'm gonna have you drop down, hips low into a yogi squat. So toes are gonna point out to the side. Settle in, folks. Good, good, good. So elbows are at the knees. just as far as you can go. Good. Now, nice and easy. You can put the hands down if you'd like a little assist to come up. We're going to open right back up to that 5-pointed star. Breathe. Good job, yogis. Now from here, let's get those hands on the hips and keep a nice flat back as we come down, down, down. Let the hands fall to the mat. Good. Hands back on the hips. Back is flat as you come up. Back to that standing position, and we're going to drop down one more time. So get that stance to the spot that works for you. Coming in tight. Drop down for that yogi squat. And we're just going to hang here. Yes, it will be a little uncomfortable. No, it is not impossible. You can absolutely do this. Good, nicely done. Come on up. Good work. Towards the front of your mat. Arms up overhead. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, coming down. Stepping your right foot back. Left foot meets it. Flow. Take it down. Pull up. Good. On your next exhale, get to downward dog. So this time your left leg is going to come up, pointing that toe, opening up the hip, getting that 3-leg downward dog. Good. Hips coming back to square. Knee up towards your nose. Step through. We're going to get that high lunge. Good. Biceps next to the ears. Palms towards each other. You guys are doing good. Good. Dropping that back heel, opening up. We're getting that 5-pointed star. Good, good, good. All right, adjust that stance, pull it in a little bit tighter, sitting down into that yogi squat. Breathe. Good. Big inhale here. Exhale, press up. Arms out to the side. Good. Hands on the hips. Back is flat. We're going to go for that wide leg. Fold. I'm going to turn so I can see you guys. One more time. Here, let the hands fall down. Good. Hands on the hip, back is flat, coming on up. Adjust those feet. We're gonna drop down one more time. This is your last yogi squat of the day. Shift that weight side to side a little bit, see what you can do. This is a lesson in resistance. Some weeks are just way tougher than others, and you kind of got to settle into it and just work it out. Big inhale here, exhale, stand up. Good, meet me back at the top of your mat. Sweeping the arms up. Exhale, drop them down. Inhale up. Looking at those thumbs. Exhale down. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale. This time we're going to cactus the arms out. Goalpost. Get that big arch in the back. Good. Hold it here. You got it. You got it. Good. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, drop it down. Step it back. And flow. Coming down into your up dog. Exhale into your down dog. Good job, yogis. Right leg comes up. Pulling it through. We're going to get into a low, low lunge. So from here, you're going to sit up. Your left knee is on the ground. Right knee is out in front, directly over the ankle. Standing up nice and tall. I'm about to put some hot sauce on this one a little bit, okay? So if this is as far as you would like to go, that's just fine, okay? If you're feeling good, what I'd like to ask you to do, both hands are gonna come down. This is called a lizard pose on the inside of that right foot. You can turn that back toe over and kind of shift your weight forward and back into this one. Good. Good. Now go ahead and drop that knee. Good. Shifting the weight back up, arms overhead, big, deep back bend. Good. Breathe. Good. Exhale, come forward. Turn that back toe over. Right leg comes back to meet it. From here, dropping down, pulling into your upward dog. Exhale, turn the toes over, getting into your down dog. Good. This time that left leg is going to come up. Knee to nose, pulling forward, getting into your low, low lunge. So we're just going to sit here with it for a second. You guys are doing good. Good. Breathe. Knee right over the ankle. Chest is up. Eyes are forward. Good. Remember, if you're feeling good, this is where you're going to follow me. Hands are going to come down on the inside of the left foot, getting low into that lizard, and shifting the weight forward and back just a little bit. Only go as far as your flexibility allows. Do not force it. You're going to feel some tension there, but it shouldn't hurt. again, dropping that back knee, shifting your weight up, arms overhead, big, deep back bend. Good. Good. On your next exhale, hands come down. Kicking that left leg back. From here, we're going to hold this plank. Hang in there with me for just a second. 3, 2, 1. Good. Drop the knees. Shift the hips back. Get that child's pose. Oh, yes. Breathe. Good. Go ahead and start shifting your weight forward. I'm going to have you come back to that seated position here. We're going to grab that fire log one more time. So left leg is underneath. Right foot is going to come up on top. Check out how different that feels from when we first got started. Sitting up nice and tall. Good. I know. Today I'm asking you to settle into a lot of discomfort. That's not a bad thing. We got to learn how to do that. Good. On your next exhale, I want you to switch the feet. Doesn't mean that you have to carry discomfort with you. Good. One right on top of the other. Remember, just as how we got started. Big inhale through the nose, let it fill the lungs as you exhale. Last candle on the birthday cake. Good. Nice job. All right, go ahead and release that foot down. Bottoms of the feet together. Go ahead and just pulse that out a little bit. Still sitting up tall. Good. Use your elbows, let them push those knees down just slightly further than you were when we got started. Nicely done. Go ahead and release. I'm gonna have you turn over one more time from here, pressing up into that downward dog. Right leg is gonna come with you this time. Knee to nose and then pull through. We're gonna drop into that half pigeon. Now this is one of my favorite variations to do with this. My right hip is gonna drop to the mat. And then we're just gonna drape over towards the left side. So you kind of look like a busted up pigeon, but Want to get deep into the hip, this is the way to go. If this is too much, again, you can take that block, put it underneath the right hip and let it support you. Breathe. With each exhale, releasing a new tension point. Good. You can start pulling your hands in a little closer to your body, safely shifting the weight back up to center. Sitting up tall here. Get your bearings back about you. Turn your back toe over. Shift your weight forward to get that pressure off that right hip. Foot comes back, hold this plank. You got it, we're almost there. Good, pressing back to your downward dog. Breathe. Looking towards your toes here. And now bring your left leg up. Pull it through. Big exhale, dropping into that pigeon. Sitting up tall here at first. Remember, if this is as far as you want to go in this stretch, that's just fine. You can always put a block right underneath the hip to support, large book, whatever's working for you. But from here, if you would like to follow me, you're going to shift that hip to your mat, drape over the side, and drop. Breathe. Let it go. Good. Slowly bringing the hands back in towards your body to help support you as you twist back up. Good. Sitting into that pigeon. Good. Turning that back toe over. Left leg comes back. Hit that plank. Hold. You can always drop to the knees if you need to. Good. Let the knees come down. Widen them out. Cross those big toes. Press the hips back to the heels. Oh, yes. Good work. If you want to get a little deep into the shoulders here, you can bring those hands together, let the palms meet, and then pull them back towards your neck. Breathe. Good. If you brought those hands up, go ahead and take them back down to the mat. Shifting your weight forward, we're going to sweep the legs around to one side. On your back here. Right knee is going to come up. Pull it in tight towards the right shoulder. Low back stays on the ground. Upper body just melts into the mat here. Good. On your next exhale, release the right side. Inhale, pull that left knee up. Good. Good. Releasing that left side down. From here, I want you to pull your right knee up and then turn it towards the left side of your body. Right arm will come out to the right side. So we're getting that good twist through the spine. Doing good. This is one where you can work towards getting that knee towards the ground. But again, these hip stretches can be big, so can the spinal stretches. So if ever you need to put a block down to support that knee so you can get the benefit of that stretch, please do. Good. Big inhale here. Exhale, rolling that side back. Extend the leg. Inhale, pull the left knee up. Exhale, bring it to the right side. Good. Good. Big inhale here. Exhale, pull that leg back to center. Extend it out. Shake those knees out. Pulling the feet in. From here, we're going to press through the back half of your foot, lifting the hips up. You can grab the sides of your mat here, or if you're feeling good, go ahead, get that bind underneath to lift. If wheel is in your practice, now is a good time to set up for that. Otherwise, you can stay in bridge with us here. Good. You've got that bind with your hands, go ahead and release it. Safely drop the hips down low and then pull the knees in tight to the chest. Breathe. Good. On your next exhale, drop the feet down. We're going to lift up for that bridge one more time. And again, if you've got a wheel, feel free to throw it in there now. Good. Slowly start to release, drop the mat down. And again, pulling the knees in tight. Good work. Now this time, as we release, I'm gonna have you bring the feet down. Bottoms of your feet will meet each other, knees fall open. One hand on the diaphragm, one hand on the chest. Breathe. Good, now switch the hands. Good. From here, hands can fall to the sides. Extend the legs. Let your feet fall open. Shoulders fall into the mat. Let the low back just melt. Go ahead and close your eyes here. Hands up for receiving, down for grounding. I want you to just check in with your breathing here. Unfurrow the eyebrows, relax the jaw. Let the quads release. Tell your calves to chill. Unflex the feet. Just relax. This can be the hardest pose in yoga. And if you found that this week met you with some resistance, this is a really good time to just bless and release. Breathe. Just let the belly rise and fall. If you notice that your shoulders have started to tense up, check back in, release, release. You are safe. This is all you need to do. Go ahead, start to wiggle your fingers, move your toes, reconnect to the body just a little bit. From here, I'm going to have you just turn to one side, use your bicep as a pillow. Breathe. Go ahead and open your eyes here. Start to press up nice and slow. Back to that cross-legged position. Good. Inhale, get that good stretch to the thoracic spine. Exhale, pull the shoulders back. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, pull back. I appreciate you joining me today. I acknowledge it's not always easy to get on your mat. But I ask you to accept that you did really, really well. One last time, big inhale up and over, hands together. Exhale, drop to the center. Greatness in me recognizes the greatness in each and every single one of you. Have an amazing day.